Hello gamers, Siege X is officially here and we got a packed video with a bunch of insane Siege X tricks. We got everything from spawn peaks, long angles and unexpected parkour spots, you name it. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, it's free and you can always change your mind. And also, I now have my own creator code in the Ubisoft store, so if you're picking up some R6 credits in for the season, make sure to use code Gustus to support the channel. And thank you Ubisoft for sponsoring me with this. Alright, let's jump into the first trick. Starting off with the first trick, we have a simple parkour spot on Clubhouse that requires barely any utility. To do this trick solo, you'll need to bring Ella or someone else who can vault extend with gadgets, but if you have a friend with you, you can use them instead. Start by heading to stock until you spot these crates. Then you wanna either vault extend the crates by in this case placing Ella mines from left to right, or you can tell your friend to crouch next to the crates to also create a vault extension. Once you're up the crates, tuck yourself into the northwest corner and align your crosshair a glimpse to the right of this grey line while being crouched. From here, hold down your vault button and strafe left to right until you find a vault prompt and get on top of the shelf. Lastly, just head west and wrap around the tall shelf to get on top of it. But yeah, this spot is very unexpected and you will definitely catch anyone pushing stock off guard. Next up, we got an unexpected angle on small bakery in cafe that only became possible with no utility in Siege X for some reason. First, head to the prep table and look for these bags on the ground. Then, around the bags, you want to sprint up the table and elevate yourself up until you get on top of the table. Just make sure to continue to sprint some more to minimize the risk of getting rubber banded. And then finally, crouch to get on the table. From here, you'd be sitting in an unexpected spot and people won't be expecting to get peeked from here. Simple, but a great spot. Up next, we got an insane attacker angle on Canal that became easier to do than ever thanks to Siege X. But in order to make this trick work, you need to play a free speed with a handgun. First off, head to the roof next to the vents and spot the lamp from the distance. Then get on top of the vent and look exactly where the lamp is. Bring out your pistol and run off the edge towards the lamp. This will launch you forward since you're so high up in the sky, you will get a mini midair. Once you're on the lamp, head as much north as you can to get the most visibility through the control windows. And there we go, you will definitely be surprising the enemies from here and they will think twice before sticking their heads out. This trick on Coastline has been around for a long time, but it used to be very hard to hit it, but not anymore. And it's of course the courtyard roof. Head to one of the poles holding up the roof, preferably the southwest one. Then you wanna try to wrap around the cable to land on top of it. With Siege X, whenever you fall down, you now drop hard like a rock, thus making this trick easier than before. Lastly, just follow the cables towards the roof. And there we go. From here, you can get tons of angles around, including this one if you open up the wall. I just recommend you to practice this in a custom game before hitting it in a real game. Next up, we got Border, and you can hit this spot with no utility and with one vault prompt only. For this trick, I'd also recommend you to use free speed operators. First off, head to the small room and vault on top of the table. Then try to get on the TV and go to the far west side of it. After that, shoot out the paperwork on the shelf in front of you. And then align your crosshair on the corner of the shelf. From here, you sprint straight towards the shelf. If done correctly, the mini midair will launch you just onto the shelf. Lastly, you just reach the corner of the shelf and you're good to go to hold angles around the small room, including this one next to the armory breach. Staying on Border, we have yet another parkour spot, but this time the angles you have from here are crazier than the spot itself. First off, head to workshop until you find this shelf right here. If you run against the shelf, you'll get slightly elevated, and by looking northeast, you'll find a vault prompt on top of it. And being on top of the shelf is already a good spot, but you can make the spot even better by breaking a few walls in bathroom and workshop, and this will create an insane angle towards the teller's window. And if you didn't know, you can also prone on top of the shelf to become very hidden towards the enemies pushing the windows. Coming up next, we got an insane trick that lets you peek opponents outside without getting detected at all. Now this trick is very simple to do and all you need is one Azami. Head to the pantry hatch and open it. Then you want to deploy a Kiba facing upwards on the far left side of the lamp. If done correctly, the Kiba should deploy horizontally below the hatch, just like this. Now head outside to the hatch. Once you're here, you want to crouch and align your crosshair parallel to the edge of the Kiba barrier, just like this. Lastly, while crouched, you simply walk forward until you drop on the Kiba barrier. Just make sure to not move around here as you will break the Kiba. We're gonna use the same tech again, but this time we're going to utilize it in our spawn peak on Consulate. And let me tell you, this one is so good. First off, open the visa hatch and deploy a Kiba right below it on the north side. Then head upstairs and you want to do the same alignments as I told you from the last trick. After that, you just crouch walk forward onto the Kiba. If you stay crouched and look towards the double door, you'll notice a small gap below the door that leads all the way next to spawn. By holding this angle, anyone who peeks out from the truck will get smoked instantly, cause they will never spot you from there. What will this video be without any Meistercam spots? Boring. In this case, this powerful Meistercam spot on Chalet is now possible again. Head to office and break the 2 shelves. Then vault on the table and maneuver yourself on the coffee makers. Just make sure not to get rubber banded. After that, you sprint towards the mini fridge. Look up and place down your Meistercam on the southern beam. Now this Meistercam spot can see the whole office side and it's very hard for the attackers to melee it. Also, shout out to No Limit because he loves the spot. Next up, we got another classic and a crazy spot that's been patched and unpatched a bunch of times. For this trick, make sure you bring a zombie and have a friend bring a deployable shield for you, if you have a friend. First off, make sure your friend brings out the shield while looking south, a little bit to the east, and take a step away from the half wall, just like this. Then after that, you want to make sure your friend tucks himself in the corner between the shield and the half wall, while standing up to create a vault extension to the half wall. Once all that is done, try to find the vault prompt towards the half wall. And now comes the fun part. You want to shoot out the top side of the shelf in a straight line just like this. Deploy the Kiba on top of the shelf. And finally, just sprint towards the shelf while holding down the vault button. From here, you'll have tons of angles around the tea room, including this one that leads all the way into the shrine. With the last trick, we got a real classic one. It's of course the UFO spot. And I'll show you the current easiest method to hit this. All you need is 1 Azami and 1 shield. Firstly, deploy the shield next to the railing and have a person vault extend the railing by crouching in the corner. As Azami, you want to head downstairs and deploy your first Kiba on the middle of this lampside platform, just like this. Also, make sure that the person on the railing is standing right below the Kiba you just deployed. For the second Kiba placement, vault on top of the table and go to the far south side. Align your second Kiba on the top pink neon light until you reach the far left edge of the first Kiba. And now, we're going to perform a Kiba run. Once you got the alignments ready, throw the Kiba, and meanwhile, when the person on the railing sees the Kiba getting deployed, you want to make sure to sprint straight forwards. If the timing is tricky or you fail too many times, make sure to practice it enough times. But from this spot, you can hold off the whole arcade, get a few angles towards the yellow stairs, and even get one long angle all the way to security. Thanks for watching, gamers. I'm sorry for not uploading in a while, I'm gonna make it up for you guys. So make sure to subscribe so you'll never miss the next upload. Also, thanks to my current channel members who support me a bit extra. But if you're thinking about becoming a channel member, make sure to do it. Anyways, this video was fun to make and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.